All right, meteorologist, actor, book author, and anchor of NBC's Today Show, a person that I admire. He's an inspiration to many overweight people. He dropped an astonishing 100 pounds. We've know his voice, of course. Voice-over work on Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. He's been on Robots. I think he's my man candy. He's a good-looking guy and a great TV personality. His name is Al Roker. Hal, how you doing, my friend?
All right, my friend. How are you today?
Very good. Great to have you on this morning. And this is fantastic with this Bodertown Laredo thing that you're involved in the production of, that you're producing on A&E. It's fantastic. I got to tell you, I'm a reserve policeman here in Miami, and I'd like to invite you out and come and ride with us here. Maybe we can do this the next season, because this is really fantastic. I had the opportunity to talk to Sergeant Cifuentes and to Investigator Rodriguez the other day, and these men really are putting their lives on the line to expose a very dangerous party. And again, a small police agency fighting a huge war on drugs in Laredo, Texas. When and how did you come up with this idea to produce this show?
You know, I read an article about the Laredo Narcotics Unit 2 years ago, and I thought, gosh, these guys are, I mean, they're at the front line of the border wars and the drug cartels. And so they're outmanned, they're outgunned. I want to find out more about them. So I made a call, went down and visited, and, you know, I started working. It took 2 years, but, you know, we got it done. And we are on the air now on A&E Thursday nights at 10 o'clock. And I got to tell you, I don't think there's anything like it on TV right now, because we're talking about, you know, a Mexican-American police force, basically. You know, usually, let's face it, you know, usually you see it's a white police force putting people of color away, and these are folks who are doing their own, you know, taking care of their own community, and they're right across the Rio Grande River from Nuevo Laredo, and the drug cartels, and every day they get in there and they get it done.
And it's a huge problem, obviously, that we have now in the States with, you know, so many people involved in this drug trafficking and so much violence that we see, specifically in Mexico. And specifically when I spoke to Sergeant Cifuentes and to Investigator Rodriguez, and they say that, you know, obviously they're exposed. Their identities are totally exposed to these drug cartels. Are you yourself maybe concerned as well? Again, it's not you out there enforcing, but you're involved in this production.
Yeah, look, I'm more concerned with you know, the safety of these police officers and our crew's safety. Am I worried? You know, look, these drug cartels, I don't think they're coming after Al Roker. They know what they're doing. They know that people know about them, and you know, Sergeant Cifuentes and his team know that they're not going to stop the drug trafficking of these drug cartels, but they are going to disrupt it, and not just drugs. You're talking about it when you watch these episodes this Thursday at 10 o'clock. You're going to see, you know, we're talking about huge sums of cash. We're talking about guns and weapons. We're talking about human trafficking. It's not just the drugs, although that's the main part of it. So it really is. These are everyday guys who do heroic things.
Absolutely. Check out Bodertown on A&E, Thursdays 10, 9 Central, produced by Al Roker from NBC's Today Show. When's your next book, Al?
You know, it's funny. We've got a book coming out December 7th, the third of a murder trilogy called The Talk Show Murders. A chef, Billy Blessing. He's bald. He's a little overweight. He's black, and he's on a morning show. I don't know anybody like that. And he likes to cook, and he gets involved in these murders. And this one happens to be a talk show in Chicago. So that's coming out. And then I just signed a book deal to do a kind of a weight loss memoir about how I've worked it, and it's a constant struggle, you know, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, of how I've lost actually it's 140 pounds and have kept it off, more or less over the last 10 years. And but let me tell you, every day is a struggle.
Well, again, you're a true inspiration to a lot of Americans. We know that you know, more than half of the people in the country are considered obese or overweight. We see the First Lady Michelle Obama with this Let's Move campaign, and again, people see you on TV every morning, and you're a great inspiration to people. You got to do me a favor and say hello to Ilia Luciano over at NBC. She's a friend of mine. Say hello to her for me.
I certainly will. Consider it done.
Sounds great, and congratulations! You were the first man to interview the president during his inaugural parade. You did a great job.
Well,
You're always doing great TV, Al. I love seeing you because you're so spontaneous. It's fantastic, and I love the way you dressed up for Halloween. That was fantastic.
Oh, thank you,
Very
sir.
original. Out of the whole crew, I think you were my favorite. Now, I see you and I follow you on Twitter. Is that actually you tweeting, or is there somebody else tweeting for you?
That's me tweeting. No, that's me. That's me. So, if it was somebody else, it would be a lot more creative.
I don't think so. You are a very creative man, sir. Al Roker on Twitter. Follow him. Al Roker, ALROKER on Twitter. I'm going to follow you. I hope I get a follow back, Al.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is Al Roker. Don't miss his BorderTown Laredo on A&E Thursday nights at 10, 9 Central.